Welcome to Axolotl 101. I'm back. Let's talk about diets. So the best thing you can feed adult axolotls are earthworms, whether they're Canadian or European nightcrawlers. You can also offer them red wigglers, but a lot of axolotls will deny them because they have a bitter taste. Pulling them out of the ground will just introduce parasites and pesticides to your aquarium, so you'll need to find somewhere that you can buy them either online, at a bait shop, or breed them yourself. An adult axolotl will not be able to thrive off of a bloodworm diet. In fact, feeding just bloodworms or just pellet diets are one of the most common ways that I see axolotls end up malnourished because those diets just do not offer adult axolotls the nutrients that they need. I've noticed a common similarity in these cases is that people will introduce their axolotls to pellets or bloodworms when they can't get access to nightcrawlers, especially in the winter when bait shops stop selling them. And what will happen is the axolotl will stop accepting anything else. So the person will usually lean into this, just hoping that they will eat something, not realizing that what they're feeding them is actually what's furthering the problem. They don't know what to do because there aren't very many videos online explaining why axolotls get picky and how to get them back onto proper diets. But don't worry, I'm here now. That's not to say that you can't feed pellets or bloodworms as a treat temporarily. Just keep in mind not to feed it too often, especially if you're dealing with pickiness. Now, while we're in the gray area of diets, I should definitely mention feeder fish, and that I am personally in the opinion of species only. I've seen way too many issues with keeping feeder fish with axolotls to find it of any benefit. I know a lot of people think that it adds enrichment to the tank. It adds enrichment for humans, let's be honest, guys. While you might enjoy it and feel like a good owner for letting them practice their hunting abilities, that they don't have anymore because they're domestic animals. I almost promise you your axolotl will slowly end up losing its gills, and you will next be looking for a video on how to grow your axolotl's gills out. Even if you get lucky by making a deal with your feeder fish to not pick at your axolotl's gill filaments, the next thing is that most fish sold as feeder fish contain thiaminase, which is considered an anti-nutrient that stops axolotls from being able to digest the vitamins that they need. Axolotls will not get tired of worms. Do not worry, they love them. It's probably the only thing they think about. But if for some reason you have to feed feeder fish, choose axolotl safe fish and feed them by hand. And coming in at the end, I'm going to tell you to stop feeding your axolotl crickets and mealworms as if it's a reptile because they cannot break down exoskeletons, they will build up inside of them. So there's part 1 of axolotl diets. Tune in for part 2 where I'll explain different ways to feed them and how to keep their worms alive.